I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes with curiosity. Dust in the wind. All they are is dust in the wind.
Hey Dawn of Titans community, this is GamingJAEGER bringing you another rundown of the latest individual soul event, Daggers of the Deep. Just going to give a little heads up to the intro music with Dust in the Wind by Digital Daggers. This year we're going to see the return of some, well, really much wanted relics and titans. Here we're going to see a pretty heavy lean towards a poison theme, although we do have a mix of a few different other relics and titans within it. Looking at this, we are going to see, of course, relic boosts. We're going to see titan boosts. So we're going to give you a nice rundown of what this entire event has to offer. Now, the event in whole is roughly about 4 days and 15 hours from the start. By now, it's just a little bit lower than that. We're also seeing a mixture of boosts, a pretty nice return of 3-tiered boosts throughout this. The goal is that Sakani is going to be one of your highest reward opportunities, as well as a Ladega, who we have not seen in a while and probably won't see for several more months again. Looking at this, we're going to get a boost from the all-new 4-star Ilzar Infiltrator. This is going to be a primary Infiltrator boost individual reward system. You're going to get 1.4 from that brand new Titan. Any other 4-star Infiltrator, whether it be physical damage as a human Titan, whether it be ice damage as a Lethan, Ragnar, Unak, whatever it might be, is going to get you a 1.3 boost, which is pretty nice that we have already that split, that if you've got that featured Titan, you get an even higher boost. We're not all the way back up to 1.5, but 1.4 is pretty nice. That means at least 14 souls per raid. Here we're looking at any other 3-star Infiltrator is going to get you at least a 1.1 boost. Now through this we're also going to take a look at what are all the different event rewards that you get, both relics, titans, and the overall value of this. Plus we're going to do a little calculation on what would these raid counts be. And we're going to go ahead and do a little calculation on what would this average cost of this event here basically run you. Now we're looking at a 20,000 soul event, and we'll look at all those reward milestone metrics and everything like that in just a moment. But let's assume you're at least using a 4-star Infiltrator that is not Ilzar. So you're getting at least a 1.3 boost, which comes out to 13 souls per raid. If you were to grind this out in raids alone, you're looking at 1,539 raids in order to complete this. That's with 13 souls per battle, so that's at least, again, that 4-star Infiltrator. Keep that in mind. Basically, that comes out to you doing about 307 raids per day in this 4 hours and 15 minutes. Let's just call it 5 days to round it out. With that, you're looking at an overall portal stone count of 4,617 portal stones to get that done. At about 6 gems per portal stone, that means you need, in order to grind this out, 27,702 gems in order to buy every single portal stone you need. Now looking at that, going over roughly 5 days of events, you've got roughly, let's just underestimate it, 300 gems per day that come in from your rewards. If you're running about castle level 17-ish or so. So that's what your daily rewards can get you. Figure that over 5 days, you're at least getting 1,500 out of that. So that helps go into it. Overall, you're still looking at about 26.5 in the gem cost. Now, throughout that, we of course can deduct some of the gems as we get throughout here, and we'll just kind of factor all that into some of these rewards you end up getting throughout this event. So let's go ahead and just start with the gem count alone of what you're walking away from just earning gems in this event. You've got 5,425 gems is what you get. So again, let's take a look at that 27,702 gems it's going to cost you. Take away your 1,500 that you're going to get throughout your daily rewards, and then also take away your 5,425. you will need at least 20,777 gems in order to buy your way through it. And that's, of course, not counting any of your Portal Stone refreshes that happen naturally or ones you get through battle and all that good stuff. So figure at that amount, grinding it alone, you need 20,777 gems. But let's take a look at the overall value and other things you're getting from this. Overall value, you're looking at about a 68,300 gem value for completing this. So if you're spending 20,000 roughly, give or take a little bit, that means you're on the positive side of earning about a 48,000 gain in cost of what you're looking at, breaking that down between the cost of the relics, the titans, the tokens, all that kind of good stuff. So just kind of, again, keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and start getting into an overall rundown of what we've got. In total, you've got 4 poison tokens that you get throughout this event. You've got 50 portal stones and 1 epic token that you'll get at the end. Again, in gems, you're getting 5,425 gems. For relics, you can earn 3 2-stars, 3 3-stars, and 4 4-stars, which is a little bit on the higher count for typical soul events. For your titans, you've got 2 2-stars, 2 3-stars, and 2 4-stars again in this event. So that is something that is great to earn. A little bit of a trend that we're kind of see going on is that you're actually getting 2 4-stars lately when we see the return of titans that have already existed in the game before. In this case, again, being the Poison Infiltrator as well as your Poison Ranger in the event. But again, we'll look at each one of those as we go through. Now let's check out what some of these boosts have to offer for the event here. I've got pictures of the 1-stars, the 2-stars, and 3-stars. 1-stars, you're looking at 300%. 2-stars, you're getting 450% boost. And a 3-star, you're going to get 900%. Again, you're going to be gaining poison spells with these relics as well as also a boost to Panther damage. Now, I did a little calculation to give you an idea of what you might be looking at if, let's say, you pulled all 1-star boosts. Overall, at 300%, you're looking at adding 52 portal stones if you're working with a 1.3 Titan. So instead of 13, you're now going to be getting 52 portal stones per raid. Overall, that means you're going to have to do 384 raids if you did nothing but pull 1-stars to help you get to the end. Again, that's 8 uses per relic. If we do the same thing, kind of jumping all the way to the 3-star, 3-stars you'd have to do a total of 154 raids using up 8 uses per relic. Again, that gives you a total of 130 souls per raid if you equip that to a Titan who already gives you the 1.3 boost. So as far as, you know, buying these out, it's going to be still relatively fairly expensive. The number of 1-stars you would have to use in order to get your way through this event if you bought enough relics to finish it is 1-stars, you need 48 relics. These 3-stars here, you would need to buy 19 relics in order to have the perfect amount to get you through all of the soul counts for it. So keep that in mind when going into it. If you watch one of my previous videos, you know now a little bit more about opportunities to get these relics from the pulls. So let's jump into some of these milestone rewards. A pretty standard setup. We've got the 20,000 soul tiers, total of 6 tiers throughout it. We start here in the purple where you get your first poison token, your 50 portal stones, your introduction to relics, and your first set of gems, which all pretty much stay standard. You've got your 75 gems is the first amount you're going to get at 150 souls. So if you can at least get started here, you're going to walk away with some portal stones. And my recommendation is probably hang on to it as long as you can, as we also know we've seen a teaser today about an all-new Titan. Wrapping up the purple tier here, you've got 250 souls with the 2-star Herrick. Going into the blue category, we get our second poison token. We also start getting some of our first relics, which is the Giant Blade. Again, 2-star relic. If you're brand new to the game, that's a good relic to start you out on your first 1-star or 2-star Infiltrator, especially if you just picked up Herrick. It's also nice to go ahead and pick up that 2-star mount armor if you're just starting the game, as that is great for any Panthers that you start, which I believe come in at about level 9 in the game. We also wrap up the blue category with 1,500 souls, where it gives you your second Infiltrator, your 2-star Nestus, and you also will get your hands on 150 gems just before that. Going into the bronze category, we've got our next poison token here at 2,000 souls is where that picks up. This bronze category will go all the way up to 5,000 souls, where, again, we'll see another handful of gems coming in at the 500 amount there. And then we work our way into some 3-star rewards, where we've got the 3-star Ice Hammer We've got the 3-star Poison Ring, and we have a 3-star Titan at 5,000 souls. So you can pick yourself up Cormac. Now, if you're brand new to the game, I would encourage you to at least get your way up to that 3-star Cormac. He's a great 3-star infiltrator. Again, being brand new to the game, it'll help you do some nice quick raids with an infiltrator. They're fast, but you've got to make sure that you do add a little bit of health to them and armor. Going into the silver category, we did have another poison token. We've got the 3-star Earthbreaker relic at 6,000 souls, another 1,000 gems, and we've got the 4-star Bitter Dirks, which by far I think is the best offensive relic if you're working with Panthers. So getting your hands at the Bitter Dirks at 7,000 is something to go for. I myself have, I want to say, 2 or 3 of those, and they're definitely all put to use. We also see the 3-star Noctis at 8,000 souls. Going into the gold category, we've got 1,500 gems starting out at 9,000 souls. We go to the 4-star Great Plague. The big question will be, is that going to be the Titan boosting one or the Panther boosting one? You can always tell by whether or not the second skill unlocks at the level 2 or whether or not it will unlock at level 3. If it unlocks at level 2, I'm pretty sure that is the Titan boosting one, just an FYI. 10,000 souls, you've got the 4-star Tainted Blade, also great if you're going to be making this to the end. And at 10,500, we've got an epic token. At 12,000 souls in the gold category, we've got the 4-star Mount Armor, also an essential if you're working with Panthers. And we see one of 2 4-star Titans coming in at 15,000 souls, which is Sakani, the 4-star Mossman Infiltrator. Very similar to the Sugunga if you're working with her or had her at all. At that point, we now make a pretty good jump, 3,000 souls again, to get to 2,200 gems, which will give you another pull to get to Daggers, which is the top reward at 20,000 souls. Now, again, we have not seen Daggers in a milestone reward for a while. You may want to consider going for her if you do not have her. The one thing that personally is going to be holding me back from going for this is that I already have a Sugunga instead of a Sakani. I already have the 4-star relics, the Mount Armors, the Bitter Dirks, and the Tainted Blades and all that are in here. I do not have Daggers, and I desperately want her, but I also really want that all-new Titan that might be coming around now that we've been teased with that. And getting that really rare seasonal Titan is a little more important to me than just a milestone Titan at this time. And being free to play, I've got to save it up. So let's take a look at individual ranking. Now, this is going to be a pretty good fight, I think, to land up in some of these top and even middle tier rewards. We've got another Sakani coming in for the top 1 through 10, actually. Level 50 for the very first highest placing player. We've got top 2 gets level 40, 3 gets 30, 4 and 5 get a level 20, and then we drop down to 6 through 10 get a level 10 Sakani. So I'm sure some people will be fighting for that. Especially the top 1, we know how hard it is to level up 4-star Titans, and that's starting at 50 already. Top 11 through 50, which this is where I think the battle is going to be for the 4-star Daggers, already at level 5, which is at least a nice soft start to it. I believe people that finish the event will be fighting to get a second one here. We see Sugunga coming in at 51 through 100, and Nexus coming in at 101 through 250. We also have the Human Infiltrator 4-star Sarkhan here at 251 through 500. That might be a bit of a decent fight for that one, in my opinion. And we have another epic token available if you place in top 501 through 750. After that, we've got your pretty traditional rundown of gems beyond here. Top 751 through 1,000 get 4,000 gems. Then we move down to 2,500 gems if you can at least make it to the top 2,000. After that, we just continue to take a steady decline, moving throughout these gem rewards. So with that, we're down to your 1,000 gems, 750 gems, then down to 500 gems if you can make it in the top 30,000 rank, 350 gems if you can make it in the top 40,000 rank. So, I mean, again, if you're at least kind of pushing your way through the event, I think you've got the opportunity to, at a bare minimum, hopefully make some gems. But I believe the big fight will definitely be for that second Daggers, and even going into that possible Sugunga, if they can't quite make it all the way up to Sakani. We wrap up this here with 200 gems for the top 70,000 placed individuals. So again, please remember this is an individual rank event. This is not an alliance-based event. So DOT community, that is my rundown of the Daggers of the Deep individual soul event. Let me know how far you're getting in this event. What's your planned milestone of where you want to at least make minimum for the event? Are you going to be grinding it all out? And which Titan are you using to complete this event? Love to hear your comments, feedback, and everything about this event down in the comments below. And please make sure that you do subscribe, ring that little bell to get the notifications, and drop this video a like. Again, I'll catch you guys out in all of our chats. You can also join me online on Twitter, Instagram, and even in the line chat where you can get me. DOT Fandril is my line ID. And if you're looking for an alliance to join in Dawn of Titans, hit me up. We are the Sanctuary Alliances, and we've got a couple different places for all different types of players. Again, I'm GamingJAEGER, and I'm out.